Hi. Hi everyone. So I'm Damien. I'm glad to be there in Italy, since Italy is kind of the country of open hardware and things like that, and there's many things I love. For many of you who have been sitting here for more than 1 hour, so I would like you to stand up and stretch yourself. Just do it like me and with me. So please stand up. Yeah. And stretch yourself, okay? Okay. Go with the head and the wrist. You will see it's going to be better than to listen to my talk, since you will be rest. Okay? Okay. Since yesterday I've met many Italians, and I saw that many Italians don't speak English, so I hope you will be able to speak with me today. It's an interactive talk, so don't hesitate to interrupt me and ask questions. I have time to do that. I realize also that I'm the last thing standing between you and the lunch, so we'll try to be pretty much direct. But here we are going to speak about Android Auto. It's pretty much an interesting topic. So I will try to spend some time on it. Anyway. So I'm Damien. I come from France. What you have to know about me is that I'm a volunteer in Hub Global. We are a community of volunteers trying to create enthusiasm about entrepreneurship, and we organize Startup Weekend. So this logo is about Startup Weekend. You might have seen a Startup Weekend in your city. I'm sure there is in Roma. There must be one in Torino also. That's what we do. And also, I work for Trip and Drive. Trip and Drive is a startup based in Paris. We are going to be soon in Italy. What we do basically is car sharing for travelers. When somebody takes off at the airport or for the train at the train station, they leave the car in the parking, and when somebody arrives at the train station or at the airport, they can rent the car to the user who left it when since he is away. My job is to be a developer, so I'm involved to have the best user experience for our users on the field through mobile apps, both Android and iOS. And that's why we got interested in Android Auto, since it's going to allow us to do a lot of things, a lot of great things. I will first speak about the first bits. If you want to understand the product of Android Auto, it's better if we speak about where does it come from. Then I will show you some hardware, because it's more concrete to speak about the hardware. And we will go under the hood so your developers' needs will be satisfied. Okay? Great? Yay! I see the enthusiasm. So, you may think Android Auto comes from those self-driving cars.
Can you set it to 11?
I hope you will. So there's Google's self-driving car on closed circuits, and it's going pretty fast. I'm not sure I will trust the car as well. You hear the tires on the wheels. So you could think that Android Auto is the first UI for Google's self-driving car. Actually, it's not at all. It's come from something further. It's come from what is cool. Okay. We need to see this guy. He's called Andrew Brenner, and he made a hack. He made a Nexus 7 tablet Android car install. So this is a video you can find on YouTube. It's de-indexed, so you have to Google it and not in YouTube search. And basically what he does, he removes the car system from his STI. You see he's American because he has a STI. It's kind of a douchey car. I hope you Italian know that the STI is not a good car. Do you love car in Italy? Yeah, okay, I see. So he removes the car system, he put an audio system in it, and he put the Nexus 7 tablet in front. So the Nexus 7 tablet is plugged on the car and accesses a lot of data. And he only used tools that anybody can find on Google Play. So this is a Google Play app, you see there. And he has the temperature outside, temperature inside the car, and things like that, and he access to several applications. The first one he showed in the video is BeyondPod. BeyondPod is basically a podcast app, And every morning, when the car is in the garage at 8 a.m., the tablet connects on the Wi-Fi, and they use it to offline all the podcasts he's going to listen. Also, there is a smart playlist that he likes very well in BeyondPod. He uses Google Maps, but as you notice, you can see the headings is not really obvious. You have to look very accurately on the screen to see that the next heading is going to be in the left upper corner. So they changed that in Android Auto, and also you can use Google Waze. This is interesting since Waze is not usable in Android Auto. It's pretty much important. There's a lot of other apps like those like Yelp, like Glimpse allowing to share his position in real time. And also we use Google Play Music for music. So you can see the UI is pretty old. It's 2013. So things have changed since that. He also used this application that is plugged on the car to have data from the motors, from the engine and things like that. And that's pretty much cool. You can do that with an Nexus 7 tablet, actually. I didn't even know before seeing that. Also, the video ends like that, so you may have recognized this TV show. You know it? Yeah, it's Michael. Okay, Michael, I come. That's cool. The first guy who is speaking to a self-driving car through an Android Wear watch, basically. But it's cool, but it's really cute to have that in the video. Actually, Andrew Brenner is now the product manager of Android Auto. He's an experienced product manager who launched consumer electronics for Sony and Logitech before doing this video. So he got hired by Google, and now he's dealing with everything about the product at Google. So this video is really the first fruits of Android Auto nowadays, because this guy is the guy who's making Android Auto today. That's cool, no? Okay, let's see. Some hardware. As you can see, they made the Open Automotive Alliance. It's like OHA for Android, but same thing with car. You can see there is a lot of car manufacturers on the upper screens, but you are also all the car equipments maker, like Panasonic or LG or Parrot. And all those guys are making things also. They are not making cars, but they are going to make aftermarket products for cars. So right now, Android Auto is available in the next Kia Seoul, like this one, and a lot of cars that are working Google on. It's available as an original equipment, but it's also available as an aftermarket equipment. So you can buy a device and plug it in your own car you already have. This is a pioneer. They made a lot of noise because they made the developer release of this product, which is not working so well. But there is another one which is cooler. It's Parrot's R&D 6. They made a lot of noise at CES because this is pretty much a cool thing. So this is a car system. You buy it like that at Noroto or any kind of garage. It has many features like audio effects. You can find this on the Parrot's music. There is many intelligent smart things in driving assistant. It's connected to the whole vehicle for pressure and data. You have your telephony services if you put a SIM card in it. You have a rear cam which is available every time, and it sounds pretty accurate. You have the climate control in car, which is pretty much nice. I don't know what you are used to, but most of the time I don't understand how it works in a new car. You have a powered voice command with Siri and Android Auto. And you have this thing which is amazing. Actually, it's the road in front of you, but with augmented reality and things that are printed on it. This is allowed because they have a full HD dashcam car. You buy it separately and you plug it on your dashboard, and then it shows you the road on the car system, and it shows you the indication on the road itself. Just like this. That's cool. Also, it supports both Android Auto and CarPlay. That's pretty much important, that most devices that support Android Auto also support CarPlay. Because the main point of Android Auto and CarPlay is that the user experience you are having in your car is personalized to you and your data. As well as when you are using your Android device, it's personalized to you. when you're going to use the car, it's going to be personalized to you also. So if you're an iPhone user, you would like the car to be personalized for you also. That's cool. What's the problem itself? The current navigation systems are not so cool. Most of the time they have bad UX like this. They are pretty much unfriendly. You don't know what to touch. You're afraid of making mistake with it. They are unfamiliar. We are so used to use Google Maps that when we see another kind of maps, we just don't understand what it's talking about. Most of the time, the traffic data is outdated. I searched on BMW. BMW is kind of pretty much premium cars. You have to do the update with a CD. You have to order a CD on the website to update the car system in your car, and just to update the maps in your car and the traffic. Most of the time, the traffic is also done on the GPRS network, which is pretty much slow, and that's why you have outdated traffic and data. So Android Auto really solves that all. That's the point of it. The point is to plug your phone, just plug your phone and it's going to work. And the phone is doing all the processing. It's going to show the car system is just going to be a second screen for your phone. So you are going to see this first. This is overview. It's kind of view, and it's made by Google Now. This is not exactly Google Now. This is Google Now for your car, for the driver. So you will see most of the time this main car if you are driving and you have navigation system enabled. So you will have the big card green upper, and you will have messages that appear like this. This is a message service API, which may make you a demo about this later. You have Google Maps navigation, so this is the left button there, and you see the headings are clearly displayed. There is half of the screen just for the headings, and half of the screen just for the road and the map. So this is easier to use in a car. You also can have Google Play Music, and you also can have all your music service. You can press the button, yeah. There you have access to any kind of music service, and you will be able to develop, to extend your app, so the music service is available on Android Auto. And this is more than music. It can be podcasts, it can be self-read books, so it can be many things. What matters is that audio. You also have voice command with Google Now every time. Even the new car, which has Android Auto, have a button on the steering wheel. You can press when driving and say anything to Android Auto. It's working pretty much well. You have the notification, just like that. It's working pretty much well. And what's cool is that the right button there. I've watched something like 40 hours of videos. I've read tons of data about Android Auto. Never touched this button. Never we saw what's the screen behind this button. We can read somewhere on androidauto.com that it's supposed to be car system data, but the main point is that for now it's not ready, and it's not well defined what it's going to be, since it has to be built with the car manufacturer, and it has to pass some regulation. Just the blurry part and the shadow part of Android Auto, and I think it's really exciting to know what's going to happen. So under the hood, actually the main point is that your car have a lot of sensors. They know the wheel speed. There is a compass that allows the car to know where it is in a tunnel. When the GPS network is not available, the car is able to know where she is. You have also a bigger GPS in the car, which allows to have a precise location, even if you are in a town with a very high building. It already have all the interface for the users on the steering wheel, on the screen. It has a microphone to the speakers, and it has a really huge battery that you would like to have on your smartphone. Okay, I don't have that on my car. So that's a fact. You may be thinking you don't have that on your car also. Yeah, it's only available on recent car and on American car, but maybe it's time to have a new car. The Android Auto protocol is totally based on the wire. You need to use a USB wire because it's going to port all the audio, all the display, all the sensors input, and in both ways. I mean, the sensors data are going to be shared between the car and your phone. And the input also is going to be shared between the car and your phone. Most of the input is going to be made to the car. Since we are going to use the button on the steering wheel to make a voice command, you are going to speak to your car, so that's the car which is going to send the voice. And your phone is going to make all the data treatment. That's the Android Auto protocol. And it works because they have made a C++ library that runs on Linux, on Android, and on QNX. If you don't know QNX, it's basically the proprietary closed source platform for vehicle, which is the most common used on nowadays cars. But it's cool to know they have made a C++ library that doesn't only run on Linux and Android. It's working on most of the cars actually. And the car manufacturer has to implement that runtime library, so we can plug the Android Auto protocol with existing features in the car. There's going to be a lot of negotiation between on the Android Auto protocol. Like if you are going to go rear, the rear cam is going to be to have the video output, even if Android Auto is willing to use it. There is a lot of content negotiation and output negotiation which is made. If your car has the driving direction to give to you, they are going to negotiate to have sounds, your music from Android Auto, which is lowered when it gives the navigation instruction. Also, what's cool, when we were speaking of gingerbread and things like that, is there many old Android developers in the room? Like, do you remember when we have these trackballs on the smartphone, and we could use those trackballs on the smartphone and things like that, like the HTC Desire has a laser trackball, things like that. And this was a way to use the UI, which was already supported by Android, and you had nothing to do to support it. That's the same thing with Android Auto. There is different interface, like with several buttons on the side, with rolling buttons that you can press, with 2 buttons, rolling buttons, and things like that, and with touch screens that can be resistive or capacitive. Android Auto supports all of this, and you have nothing to implement any interface to support this. So that's the first part. Also, Google Play Services has been refactored, and you are able to have access to the GPS and all the car sensors in the Google Play Services Fuse location provider that you are already using, I guess. So it's just already working, and you are going to access to the car GPS, to the wheel speed, and to the compass. So it's going to be even more accurate for any apps using your smartphone. Android Auto is not available under Lollipop because, as I explained to you, the smartphone is going to be the whole video processing and push it through the USB cable. This was too slow to make on Jelly Bean and on Android version further lower than Lollipop. So they had to implement a video streaming library which is faster for rendering video and things like that in Android Lollipop. So that's why Android Auto is not available under Lollipop. For developers, we are going to have messaging. Messaging is a specific API. What you have to remember about this is that everything on messaging is voice powered, and that is the same API as on Android Auto for Android Wear. Both teams are working together to have a similar API and have a similar interface. Also for media apps, I'm not sure it interests a lot of people, but you are going to be able to make custom action. Like most of the podcast apps don't use those buttons and would rather use the move 30 seconds forward or move 30 seconds backward button. There is a lot of things you can customize. You can customize the background pictures, the colors of the screen. Like this is orange like Google Play, but Spotify would rather have it green and things like that. How to implement it? If you are already using the media services for Android Wear, it's already working on Android Auto. Just have to declare that you are going to use Android Auto on the manifest, and it's going to work. You can change many things like this, but what you have to remember is that the size of the buttons and the disposition of the items are fixed because they already passed the regulation, and you don't want to make your custom app and have to pass the regulation. The regulation for in-car system are really heavy. Like you have to make tests like occulting glasses. And occulting glasses is something you see nothing on it, but for half a second it's going to be open and you are going to see what you do. So you will have to test all your app to see it's going to work with the occulting glasses. If you don't change the UI and if you use Android Auto, you won't have to pass the regulation again. So that's the main point of it. CarPlay is not using that. CarPlay is allowing you to make anything, but they are going to be really boring with the regulation. I'll do the last point before the demo. Android Auto app quality, they don't have guidelines. They have very specific rules and regulations you have to make. So it's not the kind of regulations that you have to make in every country for in-car system. But the main point is this one. You are not notifying the user for commercial things or advertisement. You are just notifying the user for something that can be interesting for a driver. So it's okay to notify a user that a new message is arrived. It's not okay to notify a user that you have a new album release on iTunes. That's the main point. I'm going to show you some code. Are you okay? Great. So, je vais passer en copie. Okay, so I tried to make my own app, but it wasn't better than the samples, so I'm going to show you the samples. Well, that's my own app. The first thing you have to do is to edit the manifest. And can you see clearly what I show? It's okay? View. Interpretation. Yeah, that's better. So what you have to remember is that you have to add a metadata there in your application that is binding to another XML file. This other XML file, you can, oh yeah, that's going to be fun now. That's automotive app desk. It's in your resources under XML directory. And you just provide, say what you are going to use. You can use media or use message for now. That's a better system than Android Auto, which asks you Android Wear, which asks you to specify everything Android manifest. Rather, they say we are going to extend the Android manifest with another XML file. So this is working pretty much smoothly. And I'm going to show you another project now. I don't know how I'm going to do. Edit view, exit from total mode. And this is a messaging service project. Okay, so the app is basically made like this. So this is message fragment, messaging fragment is there. You have to set up conversation together. A conversation is an object that represents a thread in your messaging service, any messaging app you are making. And all you have to do is to bind, to use the car extender. You are going to build a conversation object and add a new message on it, and then you are going to bind the conversation on a classical Android notification using an object which is called car extender. So I have to find a car extender. There must be one somewhere. I can show you mine. It's there. So, my pending intent builder, Android conversation builder. So you can build the Android conversation builder like this. You have a reply receiver that you want to save. I think it's the main code, I think. Okay. Messaging service. Okay, that's there. So there, you see, you can use extend, like we use extend in the notification builder, and you use a car extender and you set the Android conversation. So you add a conversation with an Android message on it, and then you can set some style, but it's not important, and you send it. And the simulator is going to handle everything, even the reply system, and you put broadcast receiver to handle the reply on the heard message, so you can put read on the conversation. So we'll show you with Genymotion simulator like this. So I have a messaging sample. I can send two messages. So you see in Android I have notification like this. James Smith is sending me a message. And I have a media messaging simulator that's simulating the fact that I'm using Android Auto. And it shows me that I have new message there. And I can press it. And I can use a reply, which is a canned reply. We just say this is a reply. But I can handle it on my side. And I can see there is another unread message that is there.
Message from James Smith. Are you at home?
That's cool. That's all the simulation is going to do, but you can customize the message, customize everything, and the simulator is going to show you that. The simulator, as you can see, has nothing else enabled, so you just the overview screen like this. The other cool thing is the media browser, but I don't like media app more than that. But I haven't developed mine. But what you can see in the simulator is that you have access to that. A main point in the regulation is that you can't have an infinite scrolling pages, and you can't have something like all songs and display all songs of the user. You need to have something smart in the section. So I'm going to select rock and to send the A Sailor, and it's going to work pretty much easy. It works faster as using generally. L'effet démo. So, as you can see, the simulator is not working well. So most of the time, what you do is closing it like this, closing everything. Yeah, that's great. There is still a notification there. Can I kill it? Nope. Let's try it again. Media simulator. That's not working at all. So I'm going to kill the whole app. So it's going to work then. Up. That's not what I was looking for. Fuck. That's easier to do with the fingers than with the mouse. Settings? What are the app settings? Apps. Yay. And I'm going to kill you. Okay. That's cool. So now I can send media send, and now I can do things quite easily. Is that working? I need to launch it. Then I can go back in media send, and I can switch to the app to send me music. There's no more music. Amazing. So you can see the simulator is pretty headachy, giving you a lot of headache. Like now we have Jean. Let's try again. Last time, I really like this music. Yeah, Jean, rock, and the Hey Sailor. Last try, I give up. I'm so sorry. So with the initials, it's going to work while I'm speaking. So let's end it. The demo time is over. So I'm pretty much excited by Android Auto. The simulator and the developer tools are not pretty much working well, as you can see. But it's still really exciting to see that the user experience can be customized for the user. When we use chip and drive, the main problem is that when you get in a car from somebody else, you don't know the car system, and you spend something like 15 minutes to 30 minutes to get to know the car system. If the car system was supporting CarPlay or Android Auto, I just have to plug my phone in it, and it's going to work. And it's going to show my UI and my data. And if I'm in the car and I use the button on the steering wheel to say, hey, Google now, remember me to buy some milk when I'm at home, it's going to be held on my phone. So when I leave the car, it's going to still work on my phone and still follow me everywhere. So that's the main point in having the connected car. It's not just the car which is connected. The car is showing a system which is connecting to you and your life. That's cool. I'm sorry, the guy from Bluetooth had a lot more questions about his talk. I hope it's not showing that my talk was worse than his.